I went to church my whole life, and my pastor ain't never talked about racism. And it's niggas in church every day. It's hundreds and black folks every day, and he never discussed it. And it came off as manipulation almost. It just like it came off like, why are you trying to play me? You don't talk about. And this Bible got plenty of stuff that talks about oppression. Racism, even if it's like a parallel. It says, it talks about this stuff. Moses' people was in slavery, and he was like, "Nah, y'all let my people go." There's plenty of stuff you can talk about, but for some reason, black pastors rarely, if at all, ever talk about racism. And I'm just like, how much come to you to help, and then on Monday I got to go to work and deal with this, and you ain't giving me nothing.
Right.
It just felt like manipulation. And I went to the mosque one time on Buchanan out north with Brother Sam, and the Muslims was talking about like racism, oppression, and mixing in the Bible. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know they could have been doing this the whole time. Like, now mind you, church is still fire because I love the music.
Right.
You know what I mean? The socialization in there. I'm engaged now, but back in the day they had them gals, them baddies. You ever find a baddie in? So church was lit. It's still lit. Church probably harder than the mosque, even though the mosque talking more talk. But I'm like, man, they got to be talking about some stuff. And I think anybody with a black audience has a responsibility, whether you want to or not, to discuss society in a way that your people can leave and handle that. Because all your people coming to you with this weight, this white elephant in the room of like, ugh, I'm exhausted dealing with this. Now, I'm not telling you to be Malcolm X or be a Black Panther, but give them some joke on racism. Give them a feeling of superiority or some love and to feel good about themselves. Because when they go out there, the world tell them they ain't shit and they second class. So when you come to me, you're going to leave thinking, man, I wish somebody would play with me.
Right.
I forget, bro done got me so gassed up on myself. That's what I feel like you need to do. And if you ain't doing that, you lazy. So if you're a rapper, if you're a comedian, if you're black, if you're a rapper or a comedian, because white folk ain't got to do that.
Right. That's the white privilege.
Yeah, white privilege. You don't have to do that.
And if you do, you're celebrated for it.
Yeah, that's great. If you care enough, but white folks don't have to do that because white people don't have this inferiority complex thrown at them every single day.
Right.
So you can go up there and talk about your dick and your balls and all this type of stuff, and which is boring to me anyway, but some people feel like that's an escape. But I just feel like if you do that in your comedy or in your church or in your press or whatever, that's what weed is for. Weed is to make me forget and escape.
Right.
I can smoke weed for that, bro. I don't need a pastor making me escape. I got weed, I got mushrooms, I need you to talk some talk. You know what I mean? So that's what I think people need to do, man. And that's what I like to do. I like to, and I'm also just into that naturally. Right.